Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very, very special edition of OTM Live. My name is TJ Lasig. I'm your host here at OTM. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what, we have a treat for you tonight. We are really excited to launch the new Own the Moment website. Doing that with me tonight is, of course, my co-host, as always, Mr. Justin Herzig. Justin, are you as excited as I am right now?
Launch party. I have all the juices flowing. I am pumped up. I hear that a couple people may have already gotten a sneak peek at it, solved some puzzles or something. For everyone else, I'm excited to have them join in the fun, join in the party. It's going to be a fun night.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I've been looking forward to this, not only all week, but for a while now. A ton of work has gone in with the team behind the scenes on getting this site together and getting it to a place where we feel like it's finally time to bring it to the community. So for those of you that have gotten the sneak peek, hopefully you have enjoyed what you've seen so far. For the rest of us, we will be introducing the site to you very, very shortly. But first, I must do my job as the host and say, you know what? I'm so confident you guys are going to like the show. You might as well just hit the like button right now. Slam that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get all the notifications every time we're going live. Follow us on Twitter at OwnTheMomentNFT. And very soon you will be able to access all of our content on the brand new website. Prior to that, we do want to do a little bit of just an introduction, talk about one or two of the things that have been happening over the last day or two in Top Shot. And then we'll give it, 15 minutes or so. And we can't give you guys all the goods right away. We gotta make you wait just a little bit. We also have some awesome giveaways that we're going to be doing later on at the end of the show. So going to be a lot of fun tonight. Mostly just keeping it light, not getting too deep into strategy or anything like that. Just want to talk you guys through the site that we've created, how you guys can go about using it, how people like Justin are using it for their analysis. And yeah, man, looking forward to a good show tonight.
Yep, I like it. And we're going to have a little fun with the giveaways that this time have some unique ones as well. So obviously stick around. I think to win any of them, you have to be present. We've obviously had the ones on Twitter with, just the retweet and stuff, spreading the word for the show. So we appreciate that. But if you missed out on that, we're also going to have some other ways, because with gifting down, we understand that any kind of giveaway has a very long completion period until we can actually start gifting. So we're going to find out some creative ways to maybe get some of our community some moments without using that gifting. So we'll keep an eye out for that.
Yep. Sounds good. All right. So let's kick off with the first topic here, because there was some really big news in the Top Shot world yesterday. And we sent out this tweet for those that didn't see it, but major news on the Dapper Labs front, securing a really tremendous round of funding. So raising $305 million from a variety of investors. Of course, the headliner has been Michael Jordan himself, which is pretty awesome. I mean, that's probably, if not the number one person, one of the top people that they could have involved. A ton of speculation now that we would expect that we're going to get some MJ moments in the future, whereas previously we kind of didn't think that was going to happen, but now that he's associated with Dapper, but $305 million investment at a $2.6 billion valuation, Justin. What say you of that? That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
A lot of Top Shots with $305 million.
Yeah, that's true. And for a team that their primary product is still in beta, to be able to get that so quickly. And so just to put it in kind of perspective, when tech companies reach a valuation of $1 billion, they become a unicorn. There are currently 266 unicorns. I think this might make the number 267 based off valuations. So Dapper Labs is one of the top 267 private companies in the world. And they've done that primarily with a product that's only been in the market for less than a year, definitely less than a year, and still in beta, out of closed beta, but still in the phase that we are right now. This gives me just long-term confidence in the success of not only Top Shot, but also just, the larger Flow network and products that are built on top. And so, we can talk about what we think they're going to do with that $305 million, because obviously that's a lot.
Yeah, it definitely brings up a ton of potential, ton of flexibility. I don't want to speculate too much on what they may do with the money, but obviously frees up some dollar bills to bring on more engineering resources as they see fit. I'm sure that they have a goal to get out of beta and then sooner than later.
I think we can pretty clearly say that the money is going to be used for a few things. And one of them is definitely, this is all coming from kind of, some of the things that we've heard from interviews and such. One is staffing up. We know that they are hiring like crazy. We know that they want to bring on some of the best quality as well as increase the quantity and the amount of engineers for that team. So when you think of what we've seen in the past couple of weeks, I mean, we actually haven't had many like of those maintenance or downtime. We've seen significant improvements there over the past week or so. But from just a new products from, hey, if you think that the bids are going to be better than the kind of low asks, there's going to be lots of innovation and lots of improvement in tools now that they have the ability to spend there. Two, a big one is going to be for licensing for new sports, for new programs. So if you are the NFL and you are deciding, you are watching the NFT, you are seeing what Patrick Mahomes, you're seeing what Gronk are doing on their own with NFTs, and you say, hey, I want a piece of that, what company are you going to use? Well, you can either look at maybe one of the existing card companies that's trying to go digital. Maybe you have a new entrant to the market, or you've got Top Shot, who you already have some of your people like DK Metcalf who are investing in the company. You know that they've had success from a hype and product and from an engagement stance with Top Shot. They have a clear front path to be able to win these licensing agreements with these other sports. And so I think that's the second thing where the money comes from, where the money ends up going. And the third, I think, is going to be from a paid marketing stance. We don't know how much this is going to be. We don't know when it's going to turn on. But when you have a new product like this and you're trying to reach scale, now, hopefully we're not going to see anything like we saw with the FanDuel DraftKings days of every single commercial is for one of them. But hopefully we see something where it's just, okay, hey, let's find a way to reach new markets. Because yes, the crypto bros, they've already into this. The people who are savvy and tech savvy and on Twitter and stuff, they're probably pretty familiar with Top Shot. But there is still a large market of either casual sports fans, collectors, NBA fans, or just people who are looking for alternative assets that maybe have at most a surface level understanding of this, but probably not even. And those are, hey, there's a large market that could still be tapped, and that's where probably some paid marketing is going to go. So again, not a representative of Dapper Labs, but that's where, from what I've been hearing in interviews and stuff, and where I think it makes the most sense for that money to go.
Yeah. Awesome news. Great outlook in terms of the long-term potential here with Dapper, not just with NBA Top Shot, but like Justin said, future sports. I really think that it opens up a whole new door of the possibilities here. And so super exciting stuff for everyone in the community. If you guys did not check out that article, you can go ahead, check out the Business Insider article. Super awesome news on that front. Alrighty. I mean, the other thing that has been happening, and that is always a topic in Top Shot, is around the challenges. So we had the Seeing Stars 1 challenge complete on Monday earlier this week. We put a tweet out, and we did talk about this in depth in our show on Monday. So if you guys want to learn more about the Seeing Stars 1 challenge and some of the projections and such that we had there, you can check out Monday's show. For people that did see the show, we're going to just quickly review some of that again, and I'll pull up the tweet just to shill, the Herzig up. This is not the right tweet, is it? I want to pull up the older one. Hold on. Let me find the right tweet here. Justin, why don't you talk a little bit about Seeing Stars 1, and I'll pull up your projections that you had here.
We'll take a look at that once you get it up. But I think when we're talking about challenges, I think the thing that's most interesting to me is what we saw with the Rising Stars 1 and that Anthony Edwards release. That dunk, like, we knew there was hype around the dunk. We knew that, it was going to be one of the coolest, moments or highlights of the year. But to see that Anthony Edwards dunk kind of hold up in price so significantly, I mean, I was honestly thinking that it was going to be hanging around like that 2,000 range. I was hoping that maybe I'd even be able to snipe one for 1,500 or so. But to see it kind of start at 2,400 and just slowly increase and now staying around 3,300, like, it's not much different. I think it's within about 20% of the MGLE Anthony Edwards. and you've got twice. So I think it's about 1,000 people, 1,000 minted of this reward. And you compare that to the 499 of the MGLE, and like you're looking at MGLE, one of the most respected sets on Top Shot, and this moment is twice as great in circulation and almost the same price. And I think what that tells me is it kind of strengthens a belief we've had in that the moment does matter in the tails. So specifically, the elite moments matter. What those are? Well, we know the Kobe tribute. We know the Vince Carter final shot. And I think this Anthony Edwards really might classify in there. And I think there's probably some argument, there's some good discussion about what else probably falls in. But I don't think any others really have that tail, have that elite from an actual moments perspective. But it's something we should keep an eye out going forward, because it seemed like that the market really does care.
Yep, definitely agree. And that dunk just is super cool. It's really just an awesome moment. I unfortunately was not in the streets trying to complete that challenge like yourself, but I had a similar hope to you that some people were going to come out and put it up for a low ask that was way undervalued. But I think it's a great sign that people did not, and that people want to hold on to those moments, because it's a cool one. And if you put in the time to complete that challenge, I'd be holding on to that thing for sure, because I think that's another one. Again, the moment matters. It's got the rookie badges. So awesome moment there.
And I will say, though, even at this 3,000, 3,300, it was not a profitable endeavor to complete for everyone. Now, some people, if you could have got in around like 6,500, 7,000, it might have been after the depreciation. Maybe you got one of those moments as part of kind of a pack that you opened. But overall, like even with that being so high, it still was questionable. And that's why it's so important for us to kind of continue to do this challenge analysis for each challenge going forward, to A, learn from what we can from the past, and B, continue to kind of evolve our thinking and improve and determine when is the best time that I should be approaching these challenges. If I don't approach them, I'm missing out. Like, what is that kind of cost analysis? And that's what I think what you're going to pull up on the screen, what we're trying to do, and what we can eventually use the site for to kind of help us out.
Yep. All right. So let's pull it up. I actually did have the right tweet the whole time. I just had the quote tweet with the LeBron aspect. So yeah. So we had Seeing Stars 1 complete. Shortly after that, we had Seeing Stars 2 open. So I think we can talk through both of them pretty quickly, right? Talk about what we had seen coming into Seeing Stars 1, what we were projecting a couple days before, how the results actually played out. And then we can talk about the new Seeing Stars 2 challenge, which I think, as we all know by now, with LeBron James as the reward, certainly going to be a desirable one as well. But yeah, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. So Justin had predicted, I think like 3 days before the challenge, that the post-challenge cost would be $817. Turned out to actually be $803. Obviously, quite an accurate projection there, my friend. And let's pull up your projection sheet first. You can talk a little bit about how you come up with these, and then the results. Or would you rather do this from the LeBron sheet?
No, I mean, either works. Okay. But at a high level, it's pretty similar. So at a high level, what we're doing here is we're trying to predict, we use the current low ask. And obviously, as the challenge goes, for hopefully these 70 challenges we're seeing, that kind of fluctuates a bit. But we need to make some assumptions to understand, A, what do we believe the post-challenge, price is going to be, our post-challenge estimate. We also have to make an estimate on what we believe the value of the reward is going to be. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to figure out, if I want to complete this challenge, what is my cost to actually complete it, to acquire each moment, and what post-challenge value can I expect? So for this, we know the cost to achieve it is going to be the cost to actually purchase the moments. At this point in it, which was about 3 days before, it was just under $1,700. I think for the rest of the challenge, it hovered around that $1,600 number. We made the assumption that there were going to be about 3,900 completions, and the KD reward would be about $750. We ended up seeing a few more completions, around 41 change, almost 4,200, and we saw the KD reward hovering a bit cheaper, around 500. And obviously those are correlated, more completions, less of a reward. But we have to at least make that kind of estimate ahead of time. And then how we get these post-challenge guesses is really the most challenging one. But we use a level of depreciation by trying to, figure out what are these moments going to cost compared to market after the challenge. And the way that we do that is we take a look at other moments for their prices and see what that looks like. We take a look at, okay, how previous challenges have, what we've seen from a depreciation stance. I was actually, and I'm going to put a little more time into this and we'll release it soon, but I was looking at the MGLE analysis and like they're seeing 33 to 34% depreciation in the past two challenges, like very similar, almost exact. But the challenge right now, I don't expect that. And so we can't just only use the previous knowledge just to make an assumption, but we take as many data points as we can to try to come up with as accurate as possible as a post-challenge estimate.
Yep. Makes a ton of sense. And we can see what things ended up being at the result. We can see that the dip that did occur as soon as the challenge ends, which we have seen consistently across the board for all of the challenges. And so when one challenge ends, another begins. That is the beauty of Top Shot. And so now we have Seeing Stars number 2, and the reward is none other than King LeBron James. So we have put out our initial projections for this challenge. We will continue to monitor that over the next couple of days and provide any more updates or changes as we see this come along. Justin's been sharing out some additional thoughts in the Mission Control Center, aka the OTM Discord. So Justin, you want to talk a little bit about what we're seeing or what we expect to see in Seeing Stars 2?
Yeah, and so for Seeing Stars 2, I mean, it's pretty unique compared to the KD one, because the KD one was 3 weeks. This LeBron one is 1 week. The KD started right after the pack release, so there was no getting really a head start. LeBron one, we've been known about for a while. While other people were trying to complete the KD, we were buying LeBron moments to kind of do a zig when they zag stance. How many completions is probably one of the most interesting ones, because LeBron is a lot more of a a lot more popular, a lot more valuable of a moment compared to the KD. But there's no gifting allowed during this one. You only have a week to complete it. So how many are we going to see there? We can take a look at the site later, but I believe we're at around a little more than 3,000 right now, 3,029. I think from a time-wise, we have until April 5th. So I think that 4,000 estimate will be interesting to watch. I think we'll probably end up a little higher than that. That was from a couple of days ago, and we'll continue to update this. And yeah, as TJ said, I probably don't do it every day, but I try to do it when people are asking, and every couple of days, putting these out in the Mission Control Center on the OTM Discord. Just check out the #HerzingBot channel. And eventually, we're going to look at trying to get some integration for the website to go with too.
Yeah. Good deal. So,
and I'm gonna take a chat real quick. So, Brilliant Green, one of our OTM guys, in the Discord. I mean, yeah, 4,200 of the KD makes sense. You'd expect there to be more LeBrons. And I think if this was 3 weeks, if this was with gifting, we'd probably see, honestly, somewhere probably like 5,500, maybe even probably, I think around 55%, 5,500. But because of those components, I don't know how many we're going to see. And so that's why initially I was thinking right about that KD, maybe a tad bit less. We have seen some strong movement early on in this. And I think, honestly, it's going to depend on the price. If the price continues to go down, then obviously, then I think we're going to see more as a result as people can complete it. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be significantly more than that 4,200 from KD.
Yeah, I think the gifting thing is a big impact. And we even saw it in previous challenges where as soon as gifting became available, we would see a spike in the number in terms of the completions. I think we saw it with the Cool Cats 3 even. As soon as the Cool Cats 3 hit their week mark of being available in the marketplace, we saw a spike. And that's because people are gifting, whether it's the ethical way of gifting or not. I'm not going to speculate on that, but either way, there's definitely gifting that occurs out there in order to help different accounts complete the challenge. I will leave it at that. And yeah, so all of that information, all these challenges, it would be nice to be able to see that. If you could just go somewhere and look at the challenge and see in real time what the prices are, maybe even see how many people have completed it. Wouldn't that be cool, Justin, if there was a website where that kind of information existed?
Before this, I want to give a shout out. There have been some great people on Twitter who have been putting out some challenge analysis. Absolutely. I know that's been very valuable. It's been an inspiration to us as a way of us trying to, put together what we're going to put on the product. I want to give a major shout out to Neil, who is our data analyst, our challenge specialist that has been putting out daily updates in mission control. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure the reason why the challenge page is so featured on the OTM site is that Neil doesn't have to continue to give out these daily updates to Mission Control Center and respond to every single DM that he gets, because he is a hero for doing that. But I can imagine it is one of those where, if you got on a task and it's going to take better to code it and take the 10x and then you can do it forever. I think that's what Neil's probably perspective was here.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Neil. Yeah.
Greg Murray was the person who was doing some great work. Wanted to make sure he definitely got his shout out. Fantastic.
Definitely, yeah. Greg has done a ton for the community, putting out daily challenge updates on Twitter. I think he does a really, really nice job of taking data and putting it visually into a way that's easy to digest, easy to understand. Neil, the chat loves you. Shout out to Neil. He may be joining us in the chat a little bit later. He had to spend some time with the wife. For those that don't know, Neil is my brother. So, Amy, I say it whenever I see you, but I apologize for taking up so much of your lovely husband's time. But we're having fun with this, and it's been good, and he's doing a great job, and the people love it. So thanks, everyone, for the kind words to Neil. He really has crushed it. All right. You know what? I think it's time, Justin. Do you think it's time?
I'm ready.
Producer Coop, can we please prepare for launch?
I've been offered $1 million for the Zion #1.
I mean, we have to ask about the Gary V thing, right? So
I think NFTs are here to stay in perpetuity. I think the NBA is one of the great IPs in the world. So I'm extremely bullish.
If you think about it, we've done $120 million of sales with less than 70,000 users, and so that's nothing. That's the purpose of what's going to be possible for this when we take it real mainstream.
Do you get some anxiety opening these things at all?
Yeah, hell yeah! It's like when I was a kid when I opened up baseball cards. Yeah.
You want to do it already? You ready for this?
No. Boom shakalaka! You know what is also great is that I believe we have figured out
The sound.
Oh,
Producer Coop is shaking his head. He doesn't know. I know he's put some work into this.
No, shaking your head no, Producer Coop? We tested this. All right, let me know if you guys hear this. We ready for it? Let's do it. We're hitting open pat. All
right, I'm getting the marketplace up so we can get some valuation here.
You guys hear the music or no?
No, we don't.
He's on fire!
Listen up. Give me a go, no go for launch. Booster.
Go.
Retro.
Go.
Vital.
We're go fly.
Guidance.
Guidance go.
Surgeon.
Go flight.
Ecom.
We're go flight.
GNC.
We're go.
Telmute.
Go.
Control.
Go flight.
Procedures.
Go.
Inco.
Go.
FAO.
We are go.
Network.
Go.
Recovery.
Go.
Capcom.
We're go flight.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
Roger that, Houston.
Oh my goodness, dude. That's literally like gave me chills, man. Producer Coop. We gotta give a round of applause to producer Coop, man. That video, I've watched that probably like 25 times in the last day, and I'm gonna keep watching that because that was pretty lit. So shout out producer Coop, man. That is your finest piece of work yet. And legit, I saw a lot of the comments. People were like, "Did Scorsese produce this?" Like, man, that was truly incredible. Awesome stuff. And with that said, here we are, OTMNFT.com. Yeah, now let's go crash the site. We're definitely worried about that possibility. So if that happens, it is what it is. It was still a cool video. But yes, here we are, Justin. We are at OTMNFT.com. Finally releasing this to the people. And what we're going to do now is walk through some of the different features, some of the different data sets that we have on the site. We've tried to do some unique things that we feel are valuable. And really our entire goal with this site was that, Justin and I are super into this kind of stuff. And we wanted to essentially build the tools that we would want to use in our own Top Shot experience. And we put a lot of our personal thought in. We had an amazing group of 70 people from the Mission Control Center that helped us out as beta testers that have been accessing this site for the past couple of weeks, giving us some fantastic feedback, fantastic ideas. Again, cannot shout out enough to Neil for all of the work that he did. I mean, this is all him. He put this thing together as a one-man team. Truly incredible. But here we are. This is the OTM NFT homepage. Justin, how are you feeling right now?
God, it's amazing. I got goosebumps just to have it be officially live. And yeah, Coop. Oh, that was just an amazing video. And I want to give Coop some credit too. Mission Control Center was like 99% Coop's idea as well. It really just, we love the overall theme of, hey, we are in this together. We understand that this is a trip. This is a journey to the moon. Every journey, every spaceship needs its Mission Control Center. You need that kind of to be able to build, to be able to do the analysis, to be able to do the communication, to be able to kind of get that community in our ground base. That's where we start with Mission Control Center. And then from there, being able to actually launch this all the way through to the website and so much more planned going forward. It's amazing just to see this all come to fruition in such a quick period. And because we wanted to make sure that we weren't just going to put something out there that was just, that had data issues that I wouldn't use myself. And as TJ and I kind of got more confident, and we got to the point where I'd say 80 to 90% of my time from, actually on Top Shot, that's other than Discord, is time spent on our site. And so it's gotten to the point where, like, when I'm on Top Shot, that, the actual Top Shot, it's because I know exactly what I'm doing there. I already know that I'm going to make this purchase, or I'm going to look at maybe the different serial numbers or whatever. But on here is where I do all my analysis, spend all my time, do some Excel work as well to kind of carry in between the two. And that's really what our goal has been, for people who are, from the, daily fitness sports side, which, TJ and I come from, the idea that, hey, when you're on your DraftKings, I'm only on DraftKings really to enter my lineup. I do all my work, all my analysis on a third-party site, or I'm doing it on my Excel spreadsheets or whatever. And really, that's where our goal is here, is make it as easy as possible for this to be your one-stop shop, understand what's going on with the market for that day, dive a little deeper for what you're actually interested in, whether it's moments, challenges, series, sets, anything. We got it. And if we don't, let us know, and we'll try to build it.
Is it broken? I think it might be broken. Zach says he thinks he broke it, and I just pulled it up in a different tab, and it's just spinning. I had a feeling this might happen.
Yeah,
man, I wonder how many people are trying to access this thing right now. Well, at least I have this here that we can talk through. All right, so hey, we're gonna have some work to do tonight to up our servers to be able to handle this. Knew that this was definitely a combination. Yeah, there we go. Brilliant beta. Brilliant Green gets it. We are in beta. You can see the message at the top of the screen. And
I got a challenge page up too, so TJ. So let's
that's
do
good.
let's do what we can, and then I can share my screen with just one of the random challenges, and we can.
And Ryan said his did load eventually, so we'll see. That aside,
get off the site, people.
I agree with Eric that it is an awesome side and good sign of excitement. I thank you guys for being positive about that and not complaining to us, because I mean, there's only one way to test whether or not it's going to work, and this is it.
Is this a stress test?
We had
a
stress test. There it is. I mean, we had over the last 24 hours, we had 1,600 unique visitors and 24,000 hits to the site. So it's definitely been able to handle plenty of traffic. But my assumption is that if all of a sudden hundreds of people at one time are trying to do it, that's probably what happened. So mine did load eventually. It just takes
mine
a while.
did too.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, so hey, let's dive into it. Either way, maybe what we can do, Justin, is try to open up different tabs on our computers so that we can just kind of hop around and they can load in the background as this goes on.
Whatever works.
Either way, here we are.
We're not having pack drops. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Bots. Kyle says bots in the chat. All right, so here we are. OTMNFT.com. What you're looking at here is the home page. And the idea here is just to give a quick summary of how things are looking across the board. So we have the top 5 gainers and the top 5 losers by set. We have the top 5 gainers, top 5 losers by moments, sorted by 24 hours by default. We also have some different time zone ranges as well. And then we have the challenges. So we have all of the active challenges and how that price from a lowest ask perspective has fluctuated. And then we also do have the challenges that are coming soon based on what we know and what we expect. So right now, the Cool Cats Master Challenge is the only one in that bucket. And then we have all of the past challenges too. So you can take a look at any of the past data, and everything on this is clickable. So you see up at the top, we have a couple different pages. This is what we call the market page. We have the sets page, moments page, challenges, account valuation, which everyone is pretty familiar with across the industry, although we did add a couple new things to that page, and each of the individual moments you can click on as well, and it'll take you to an individual moments page. So we're going to go ahead and walk through some of the different pages. I'm going to try to open up the sets page here, and what we'll see is that it's really just a view of all of the different sets that have happened. Oh, it's not that slow.
It just comes in.
Yeah. The first time I did it on my other screen, it took like 5 minutes. Yeah. So that's perfect. All right. So here we go. We're just going to walk through step by step on all the different pages, give you guys a sneak peek of what's going on, talk a little bit through, why we thought that this was worth having on the site, some of the things that we're seeing here, walk through some use cases of how you can use these tools in your own analysis or how we're using it in our own analysis. And so, here we have the sets page, auto sorting by the 24-hour percentage time change. So you can filter these as you see fit by any of the different time ranges. You can filter it by the price. You can go in here and search for any challenge that you're looking for. You can select the drop down and select any of the individual sets. And then from there, you can also
click on one of the sets.
Click on one. All right. Any preference set you want to look at, Justin?
Let's go MGLE2. Right there in the top middle.
MGLE2.
Yeah, there you go. So I'd say this is a good way, I think, just to get a feel for how the market goes. And obviously we're Series 1, Series 2. I think when you start moving into like Series 3, 2, you can more easily kind of see like, hey, how are these, different series comparing? Or if you just want to, get like, see a specific one. I think when we're actually pulling it up, is where I've gotten a bit more of the value, where, I'm personally bullish on Metallic Gold Series 1, Metallic Gold Series 2. I'm a little more kind of iffy on, and I think as these challenges kind of come, just because it's hard to kind of invest in this in a long-term stance right now with the active challenges. But as we start seeing them complete, I'm thinking that there might be some opportunities here. And so it's a little tricky here because a lot of the 7-day and 24 hours are so based off kind of whether a challenge completed. But this is what was most helpful for me, just to be able to easily kind of go through and see, okay, where are the trends? And I can use the graph for each player as well to be able to zoom in and see, okay, so March 19th, I believe that's when MGLE 19 completed. So you see that there was like a drop off there. I believe MGLE 20 completed about 2 days ago. So you see where that drop off is by like at March 27th or maybe 30th.
Yep.
I don't know, something around that. Yeah.
Makes sense.
And so that's kind of helpful. And then for me to do my analysis, it's just a lot easier, quicker for me to kind of take these numbers. I'll then pull up Excel in a side tab and be able to drill down without having to kind of flip through and search for various moments. And we can see that there. So that's how I've kind of been using these various sets. And I think as we go forward, I'll probably be focusing more on like those series one sets where I think like, hey, I think we're hitting the bottom of this bear market and we're going to get that bull soon. And so I want to push my capital into series one. Let me see among those various series one sets where there's the best opportunity.
Yep. Love that. They come pre-sorted by the most expensive in the set down to the lowest. You can adjust how many people you want to show here. All of the individual moments are clickable. We will get to that in a minute. And then, yeah, you just see the overall pricing trend. So you can see who's trending up, who's trending down. Maybe if you're interested in buying a set, you can take a look at which of the ones that are maybe undervalued because for whatever reason in the last 24 hours they've been down. So love this view here. Super useful.
And I don't want to give away too many features in the roadmap, but I do want to say one that our guys came up with, a combination between TJ and Neil, that I think is a fantastic idea, is we're going to add a badge on next to these to show which ones are currently part of a challenge. And then maybe ones for the MG like that would expect to be in a future challenge, because I think that'll be helpful. Because if you look here and you see Steph and Ja are actually pretty close in price, you may be a little confused. Like there should be a larger gap between the two. But then when you understand that Ja is part of the current MGLE MGLE 21 S2, it makes a little sense. Okay, so he still maybe has some challenge utility. And so when we have those kind of notes there, I think that'll really help being able to quickly differentiate and kind of understand why there are some outliers in the marketplace, why Victor Oladipo and Siakam are like their slash 35Ks are going for $70. Oh, because they're part of that Mike Conley challenge that nobody really knows why people are doing.
Yep. Yeah, and we actually we do not have the badges on this page, but we will definitely add them. Seeing that now, but hey, data. All right, so perfect. We were able to check out the sets page. I think the next logical thing to check out would be the moments page. So I had preloaded that here, and this is one of my favorite pages personally. We have here listed all of the moments that you could have within NBA Top Shot. So you can see the series, the set. We have all of the badges loaded in here. We have the circulation numbers. We have the percent changes over time, how many are currently listed. We have also a link here where you can just go directly to that Moments Top Shot page. So you're doing your analysis on the OTM NFT site. You find a buy you like, boom, one click away. You can go ahead, head over to the Top Shot page, make your purchase. And then, I mean, I think the best part is the filtering up here. So you can filter on specific players. So say I'm interested in buying a LeBron, right? You can type in LeBron, filter by LeBron, and see all of his moments in one place across all of his different sets and look to make
Loading.
Yeah, it's loading. And look to make a bit of a determination on that. I guess every time I select the filter, it might take a little bit of time now. That's something that we'll work on. All of these badges are clickable. So you can click on these as a filter. You can select one badge at a time. You can select multiple badges at a time. Then that will just show you. So if you only want to look at, people that have a rookie tag as well as the rookie mint, you can select both of those, apply a filter. It'll show you all the players that are the rookies and help it to be easy to identify what you're looking for there. You can filter by the sets, tiers, et cetera, et cetera.
And I will say, so yeah, I mean, like obviously we still have a lot of people on the site right now, and we'll try to work on scaling there. And now LeBron shows up, but yeah, usually this goes quite quickly. I'm just zooming in and out. There's minimal, if any, delays. If you could maybe start in one or just to go, because what I'd like to do is go to Series 1 and include the first, the Top Shot debut.
Series 1, Top Shot debut.
Yeah. Let's get that filter.
I can't do that in a new tab, apparently. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. But I think, so this is obviously LeBron 1 now. You're not going to be able to play with anything here, but it's still good to see. And then, I'm trying to look right now, like We had a friend in Mission Control Center who got one of the Kobe's today. So props to him there. Anything stand out here? It looks like it's interesting. Obviously, the first moment for the 24 hours up 20%, which there seems to be a strong outlier compared to,
Yeah.
which that's the one with the burn, not the burn,
Yeah.
but the Top Shot account.
And for those wondering about all these 0%, it's not a data error. It's just because they're all the moments that are not being traded liquid. So it's like the $200,000 bronze. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So we have now filtered on the Top Shot debut badge and Series 1. And here we can take a look at all of the Series 1 Top Shot debut badges. So how would you use this information to your advantage?
Let's sort 7-day.
7-day.
And so one of my current kind of, let's actually go the other way. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah. So one of my current, actually, it's fine. I won't do it now because normally the other one I would have done is gone base set, so we can get rid of kind of the cosmic that I'm not, but that's fine. That was my fault. But one of the hypotheses that I have right now around Series 1 is that the market is more reactive to sellers than the actual player, meaning whether the price of the lowest ask of majority of S1s, I feel are actually being more dictated by the people trying to liquidate and sell. And so because there's more sellers than kind of interest in buyers, that's a bit more of the kind of strongest factor in what's leading to the prices rather than the actual ability of that player or what we're seeing with that player on the court. Obviously outliers, but in general, that's my thesis. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking at, okay, and obviously we want to add our own context. Like maybe the Lonzo Ball has dropped down so much because he wasn't traded and people were getting in ahead of time to try to get that trade. Maybe like you can add some additional context around these. The RJ Barrett might be down because people, knew that it was going to be the 4-star or the only one with the 3-star, the 4 badge, and so people were buying it. But I like to use this to say like, okay, why are these going down? And maybe there's reasons that are not basketball or Top Shot related, and there's an opportunity for me to actually buy. So when I look at this, that James Harden is probably the one that kind of intrigues me the most right now. Well, then I look and see that it's the circulation of 1,000. So that's kind of the wonkiness. And I don't want to buy any of the 1,000 ones because you still have them and, going to be released. But my idea there would have been, okay, why is it James Harden, who's now increased his chances of the MVP race? He's in the actual team that's on the favorite to win the championship. Why is his moment decreased 36%? Well, contextually, the reason why is because more people are becoming aware that 1,000 is not actually that accurate, and a lot of them are still on the Top Shot and going to be distributed. So that's why that price is kind of altering. So yes, you can't use this as just your holy grail and your only one variable, but it very much helps me to at least directionally start to understand where I should be focusing when I'm trying to make a purchase.
Yeah, and so if you wanted to then take a deeper look at that James Harden, I opened up another tab, but you would just click on that, and then here's where we get to our individual moment page. So each of the moments here, although with the 1,000, this is the Top Shot held ones.
Yeah, so it's
but that's fine. We can talk about that because we're gonna add a fix to that, but that's no problem. So each moment in our site you can click on and it'll bring you to a page that looks exactly like this, where you're going to see the lowest ask. Again, we've got a link to Top Shot, can take you right to the moment if you want to make a purchase. You can see the 4-hour, 24-hour, and 7-day changes, and then you can see the low ask trended over time. You can also see some circulation data here. One call out and one thing that we are looking to make a fix into is that there's a number of moments that are being held by the Top Shot account. And so that is right now being counted as owned. And so it's a little bit deceiving because that's how it comes naturally in the data. So that is one of the things on the roadmap to make that adjustment. But if we were to open up, say, one of the
let me pause
Series 2 moments, it'd be different.
Because it seems like, just so for people that don't understand what happened, what's going on there is, for these /1000 S1 moments, there are a decent amount that are being held by Top Shot in the Top Shot account. They are not going to be burned like we're seeing with some of the others for the Eastern Conference, Western Conference finals, where the packs just never sold out. So they're going to burn those. These are just being held, and they're going to be used for promotional materials. They're going to be used for maybe prizes for the hardcore game. Maybe they'll be used for showcase challenges. They will be distributed to the community. We just don't know exactly how yet, but Top Shot's promising to have some fun ways to do it. How that impacts our strategy is Well, if you look at these and you wonder how many of them are actually for sale, well, let's say there's only 50% of the supply out there, and usually you see maybe around like 10% of moments are being on the market. We're only having 5% of that 1,000 in the market. So it gives an inflated demand because the supply is artificially deflated. So that's why these prices are higher than we expect, and why I'm trying to I'm not buying anything that's the /1001 where they're still being held in Top Shot. But when they get released, that's when we'll see probably a buying or collecting opportunity.
Yep. Makes sense. So yeah, here we have the individual moments page. Again, exists for each of the moments in the marketplace. We also have some additional transaction data that is going to be coming soon, just in terms of how many sales, so that we can see volume of transactions. Again, a ton on the backlog, but we felt like that this was in a good enough place where there's enough valuable information that we wanted to bring it to everyone. We'll also call out that if you do spot any bugs or issues with the site, you can go ahead and fill out a form here, or you can reach out to us in the Discord, the Mission Control Center. And if you are not a member there, you can go ahead, click on this sign up link, and it'll take you to our OTM Discord waitlist, where you can sign up for the waitlist, and we will look to get you in there as soon as we can, although we do have a bit of an extensive wait at the moment. So it'll take some time, but trust me, it's worth it once you get in there. Ton of amazing conversations going on. Again, not just from the OTM team, but from the members themselves. They're constantly dropping knowledge, and a ton of sharp, serious Top Shot collectors in there. It's a awesome time.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out another page. Let's do account valuation. So I'm going to pull that over. And so everyone's probably pretty familiar with account valuation pages at this point. We will call out that this
you may want to get it going while we talk.
I have it pulled up
Okay.
in the other side. But so just want to let everyone know that it takes some time the first time you load it. So just be aware of that. If it's taking a while, the first time you do it, it's not broken. It just took a while. And there we go. We'll go ahead and pull over the Own the Moment account valuation page. So you can see we have the account value. We have how many moments are owned. We're also doing an account value over time, but it will not begin until the first time that you access the page. So that's why we're only seeing it back to March 29th right now. So when you first go, you will not see that trended, but as we get more and more data from you, we'll be able to show that there.
Yeah, so start doing that soon, but like not right now. Maybe like in, I don't know, a half hour or something. You can put your username in and then start collecting that.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so then here we go. We have the list of all the moments that each account owns. And one of the cool things that we thought was also adding the 4 hour, 8 hour, 24 hour, 7-day percent changes. So this comes preloaded in the 8 hour. And I thought this was really valuable because I find myself looking at my account and I'm like, I want to know what moments do I own that are weighing down my portfolio or having more portfolio increase, and just gives us something to weigh in on. Okay, which ones are struggling, which ones have been doing well. You can also sort by the purchase date, so you can see which are the most recent moments that you have purchased and how those are going. You can see obviously the All-Star Game ones that have been doing great. We have the badges listed as well. Filtering will be coming soon on this page, similar to what we have on the moments page. So that's another feature that we'll be adding. So you'll be able to filter. I want to look at all my moments that have a rookie badge, or I want to look at all my, Dwight Howard moments if I'm Justin, and see how they're doing. So yeah, this is our account valuation page, and we're going to look to add some more cool stuff to this as well, so that people can get the most personalized view of their individual accounts that they can. Ideas that you can go on here, identify where there's maybe some opportunities or some weak points in your personal portfolio, and use that to make those Top Shot decisions as well.
Yeah, I think the most valuable thing I've found is pretty much using that 7-day and 24-hour. So like, let's sort by 7 day. Let's do 24 hours or something. Let's say that maybe I want to get liquid for a moment or something. So what I may do is I'll go the other way actually and see which ones are kind of up the most in the last 24 hours. And from a similar stance, I'm going to ask myself, like, why are those moments currently up? And obviously, like, okay, so from a Westbrook stance, that 24 hours, because they're in the middle of that metallic gold challenge. And I know that that's something I need to action, that's actionable for me. I need to do something with these two Westbrooks during the MGLE challenge. If I assume that, there is a utility value, and usually there is for a challenge. This one's kind of weird. The other is I can start seeing like, okay, let's see that, Paul George base set 2. Okay, well, that's only $10. That's not too relevant to me. Maybe that Lugens Dort. Okay, like it's a metallic gold S1. Like, why is that up so much? Is Dort maybe playing so well? Is maybe, people a bit more optimistic around him? If I feel like, this is a very short-term thing and people are just kind of buying hype, maybe that's someone where it's like, hey, this is a good opportunity for me to sell Dort and kind of move those Dapper dollars into somewhere else that if I'm trying to complete a challenge or something that I'm a bit more bullish on. But this allows me kind of see like, okay, where there's been some current momentum, both from a positive and negative stance.
Yeah, definitely. And then same thing as the other pages. You find one where you think there's an opportunity, go ahead, click on that player. It'll take you to their individual moment page. You can see how that moment's been doing over time. You can click to the Top Shot page to go ahead, make your transaction. Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that we could add, and I appreciate all of the feedback that we're seeing in the chat. We're definitely, taking on all ideas. I will say one thing is that if people could add some more context as to why something would be valuable, like because we're not trying to add stuff just for the sake of adding stuff, right? Like data is only useful if you're going to gain some sort of insight from it. So if you have a recommendation, by all means, we definitely want to hear it. But I think the why is super important, right? Like, can you add this feature so that I can do X, Y, Z? Because I think that would help me in my collecting experience. And that's really where we're trying to focus our attention, is how can we provide some of the data that's going to provide the most insights and allow people to actually, make different collector decisions accordingly based on that data. We could add stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff, but eventually that's just going to become counterproductive. We want to keep it as clean and lean and valuable as possible.
Right. And to your point, Stephen Wayne is asking, like, is there a user feedback link instead of just a bug link? Yes. And maybe we can make that more clear in the text on top. But that is, if you have ideas for features, if you have just feedback overall, if you found bugs, whatever it is, use that form. It'll get to the entire team and we review everyone.
Yeah, we may actually need to make a separate form for that, because we did just focus on bugs first. Because in the early stages, we didn't, we don't want to make it perfect. But
put it in Mission Control Center.
Yep. We will take note of that, Stephen. I think it's a great suggestion and we can definitely do that. But yeah, we are also going to have a channel in the Mission Control Center dedicated to the feedback.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I think there's only one page left, and I purposefully saved what I feel is the best for last, and that is the challenges. So I'm going to pull that on over here. And this is the Neil bread and butter of the challenges page. So if you were to go ahead and click on challenges in the top link, this is the page that it would bring you to. We can see any of the expired old challenges. We see the active challenges front and center, and then we can see any of the ones that are coming soon. Again, similar to what we see on the homepage, you can see each of the challenges and the totals of how they're performing, and then you can click on to any of them individually. So anything to add before I pull up a specific challenge, Justin?
No, I think it's great. And yeah, as we said, like for the coming soon, we will speculate a little. Like we put the rising stars and the seeing stars before they were officially announced because we had a significant level of confidence that those would be out there. It may not always be the case, but that's what we're going with.
Yeah, those will always be somewhat speculative in nature, but I think it's helpful because we're only going to put it there if it's a very high percentage chance that we feel that that's it. So if I were to click on one of them, and here we go, we get taken to our challenges page. So looking here at the Seeing Stars 2, you can see the total cost to acquire. You can see when the challenge ends. I think we're also going to be looking to add a little bit of a countdown there in terms of how many days, hours, etc. are left in the challenge. And then we have the cost over time. We have each of the players and their most recent price movement in terms of 4, 8, 24, and 7 day. We probably don't need 7 day for the challenges, but we have it. And then we have the completion over time, which is awesome. So I think that's one of the important things to consider, right? When we're looking at the challenges, it's not only about the price to complete, but it's about, well, how many people are going to complete these challenges? And then how can I use that information to understand how many people are going to end up with this reward at the end of the day? So for Seeing Stars 2, you can see that we currently have 3,029 people that have 12 of 12, but then you can also see how many have each of the individual moments. So it can kind of give you, this is pretty scattered right now, but as you get closer and closer to the expiration, you can get a better feel for how many people are close to completing. I also know that the folks in the Mission Control Center that are competing in the higher price challenges find this information very, very useful, because the line's a lot thinner in terms of, you don't have hundreds of people sitting with like half the moments. It's usually pretty clear that people are either going for it or not. We've also seen in the cheaper challenges that, it's only $2,000, right? Someone can just go ahead and buy that up in the final hour if they want to, and go from 0 out of 12 to 12 out of 12. Whereas in the higher end stuff, that's less likely to happen. And then I think one of the other super cool things, and again, this is a little bit more applicable and valuable in the higher end challenges, but the moments that are needed, right? So of the people that have 11 of 12, what is the moment that they need? And so here, Anthony Davis seems to be the one that is the most needed. So that's the most in demand. So if you have the Anthony Davis, you're probably in good shape, and you know that more people are going to need that. And you can see such and such across the board. So pretty cool data there. Shout out to Neil. He's been providing this data in the Mission Control Center manually for weeks and weeks now. And now it'll be at all of your fingertips whenever you so desire.
Yep. I love it. And this is basically what I use to create my challenge analysis. And eventually we're going to try to find a way to incorporate it on these pages. But for now, I'll continue just to post on Mission Control Center. But other than the kind of feeling for the post-challenge estimates, all the other stuff, really comes from here. So it gives me those kind of live feeds, lets me kind of trend check and kind of get an idea of where I see the completion is going to be over time to make that projection. And then, I just love this. This is fantastic. Probably the most valuable, I think, differentiator we have out there. And there you go. And Neil, just fantastic work on all this. But this is fun.
And James asked the question, how are you calculating the price of the challenges, or the price changes? Sorry. Everything right now is based on the low ask. So that is the approach that we are taking. It's to us the most simplistic approach. And so all of the percent changes are the change in the low ask over time.
Putting me out of a job. Putting me out of a job.
Yes. Yep. Neil is putting you directly out of a job. So you can have a word with him about that after the show.
Automation taking out the bot.
I think we've touched on all the key pages here. You can obviously, within the challenges page, move from one to the other. We've got the little, breadcrumbs set up here where you can navigate back to pages that you came from. Up in the top right, you can click to our Twitter, YouTube, Discord. You do the same thing at the footer.
You've done it all. We're good.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, OTMNFT.com has been presented to you. Hopefully you all enjoy the website and find it valuable in your Top Shot Collector experience.
Hey, TJ, should we say goodbye to everyone, or is this it?
Yeah, let's just call it, It's
an hour.
There's nothing else
to go to bed.
that people are waiting on, right? Like, let's call it a night. It's 9:30. I'm a little tired.
No, Coop has given us the big no. Coop doesn't like it.
Of course not, because, ladies and gentlemen, we have some giveaways that we have promised to the people, and we are going to fulfill on those promises. But the first one's not even really a giveaway, Justin. It's just kind of like a funky, cool little idea. And it's basically going to be OTM community versus the bots. Who can react to something faster? So we're going to give Justin, why don't you tell the people what we're going to do? Because this was a cool idea that you had.
There's one more thing I want to mention, though. Can I mention this?
What do you want to mention? Are you going to mention this?
We love
the Serbia thing.
We love it.
Oh God! Yeah. How do we even know if that data is real?
It's legit. I checked it out. I read it on the internet. We got an email about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been told that we are the number one podcast in the sports category for the country of Serbia. So I want to thank everyone that is in Serbia for helping us accomplish this extremely well thought out, well pursued goal that we have been hanging a shingle on from day one to be number one in Serbia. Because guess who is the number one NBA basketball player from Serbia? None other than Nikola Jokic, our man, our absolute favorite. So it feels good to accomplish such. Like, the website was cool and stuff, but number one in Serbia for sports category, number 14 overall in Serbian podcasts. Like, for people who only speak like a little Serbian, it's impressive. It's impressive.
It is a pretty cool stat if it's true. I'm not convinced that, like, we just got some random email that said we're number one in Serbia and a bunch of other
I think it's Jokic's family, his entire family and all their friends. They're like, everyone back in Serbia is just, they know how much we tout Jokic. You got to pump those bags, those cosmic bags. No, okay. Let's have some fun. What we're going to do is we are going to rip open a Series 2, I believe it's release 21 pre-order pack. So not the ones that we all just signed up for. This will be one of the ones from a couple weeks ago. I will share my screen and get that going. And then, so for the people, everyone here is eligible. What we're going to do is each moment, I'm going to list it in the marketplace for $1. And so you all will know what that moment is. You all will be ready. You will be F5ing the F5 out of that. And I hope that someone in this chat is able to get it and not get beaten by a bot. But if the bot does win, then I want everyone here to DM, go on Discord, send a message to Dapper and show, hey, we found a bot. And if we have to do it again, we're doing it again. And this is either called the Catch Your Bot segment or the $1 giveaways to everyone. So let us have some fun. The only thing I will say is, if we end up getting a really nice moment, we may just make sure we give that away to make sure it doesn't get caught by a bot.
That's fair. But yes. I like that. I like that. The idea is that it's a fun game for like a cheap moment, not to give a legit moment to a bot.
Right. But no matter what they are, though, we're giving these all out to people on the show tonight. So let me share my screen.
The chat is not very confident in their ability to beat the bots. Okay. Yes, we agree with if it's a valuable moment, we will pivot.
Okay. Let's open those packs. All right. Are we ready? Can we see this?
You have the Chrome tab?
I believe I do. Perfect. We'll find out in a second, won't we?
We did in Producer Coop's video. Yeah, throwback.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. TJ, give me some numbers. 1, 2, 3.
Let's start with number one.
For number one, for the number one podcast in Serbia, it is handles Malik Beasley. All right, that is going to be a great one to tempt the bots with. I like it. We are a fan of the Timberwolves. We got some stuff going on there. We got some excitement. All right. Go down the line. Number 2.
Yeah, let's go down the line.
Number 2. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 2, 4. Kind of cool. Ooh. This is interesting. I believe this is is this the one that's part of the Conley challenge going on right now?
Let's see. Siakam layup 3,500.
Is it going for like $70?
Oh, it is. All right, yeah. We're not giving that one away for it. We're not we'll give that one away.
Well, we can't gift in time for the Conley though. I think we're gonna have to put it out there and hope for the best.
Maybe we'll put it out there to cheap. Interesting.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll see how it goes with the Beasley first and stuff.
Yeah.
And if no,
yeah.
All right. And the next one, we're finishing up with a 2-4, 2-2-4. Jared Allen. Okay. Get up. I like it. That's a high-scoring game right there with the Cavs. Got some interesting serials for seriology numbers for those numerology bros. Okay.
All right, a deep threat. You better be able to beat the bots then, if that's the one you need. Just kidding. I already saw
Let's
you
do it.
complaining
Let's
about
do
bots.
it. We are going to my profile, my moments. Those should pop up. We will start off with the Beasley. Okay. I want to give a little time, make sure that everyone is aware. You can go to the Beasley page. Again, this is the Malik Beasley handles Series 2 out of 35,000. If we go and see what are the low asks right now, we're looking at $8. We are going to place it for sale. Enter price in US dollars 1. You ready for this yellow bar to come up? It's going to be like, hey, are you crazy?
Yeah,
What are you
it
doing?
should be like a bright red bar at this point.
What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, TJ.
All
Is
right.
the chat ready?
All right, chat. Good luck.
Good luck. Hit those F5s.
And you want to remember, you guys are on a slight delay, so you
They're
start hitting
already
it.
F5ing.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, they know.
I guess I still got to confirm it. Here we go.
Yeah, they know by now.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope someone's able to get it.
Hey, otherwise it's like an $8 way of catching a bot. That's this is, honestly, this is what Top Shot should be doing. Top Shot should just be having these streams and being
It's like
hey,
fishing. It's just throwing out bait. There we go. Caught you.
Just catching
You're
them.
banned.
Because and people are going to be F5 and obviously, but now we'll realize that obviously it's going to take some time to go from pending and such.
Yep.
Malik
Beasley.
All right, as that's going, I'm going to get the next one ready just so we can kind of speed through these a little.
Get the next one ready to go.
Yeah. And then, so we will do these for these moments. We'll see if we do it with I think we're still going to do it with the Siakam just because I can't gift it to anyone by the time this Conley challenge is over, and it's not worth it to anyone afterwards, as long as the first two don't get taken by bots. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe I'll just sell it myself and donate it to charity.
Makes sense.
Okay. It says it's for sale.
Someone said it's gone already. Instantly gone. Not even close.
Who took it?
Oh, God. Anyone in the chat? Come on. Someone in the chat one time.
All right.
Let's see.
You want to take, or I guess I can go to.
I don't even see it. I'm looking at it. It didn't pop up on mine yet.
It says that it's still owned by me.
Oh, I just see. So I just refreshed and it says $1 low ask. But I guess that. So I wonder how many. I would love to know how many people, like, not just in this chat, but in general, saw that and were like, oh my God, $1 moment.
I mean, I guess if people are just F5ing like the front page, but they have no chance from a time-wise stance. All right, let's let that process. I'm now going to do the Jared Allen while this goes. Actually, so I got it. Yeah, I've got it in another window. So just letting you all know I'm
Justin,
doing the Jared.
You're just tilting everyone in the chat now. This is just like an ultimate troll job.
Really? Is it that bad?
It might be.
Unless we get it.
Maybe we should pivot. Yeah, but it doesn't seem. They're all saying they broke it. This is great. Oh, everyone's pending. I mean, hopefully someone in the chat got it.
I mean, if they didn't, it really just shows how fast
it does.
These bots and how little of a chance humans have for these other listings. Like, when they're coming out of maintenance or whatever, and I'm F5ing because there's a good moment, I want it. Like, if a bot's going to get it that quickly, like, then we had no chance.
Wait, someone made a good point.
What was it?
If they attempt to buy something, aren't they not going to be able to? Well, how long is the cooldown? If it's just a minute, then
is there a cooldown? If there's a cooldown, it's a minute right now.
Someone said they're on a minute. If it's just just 1 minute,
everyone should be fine.
The most recent Beasley buy number. So, do we have confirmation if it was someone in the chat or not?
I have in another window. I'm refreshing to see if it changes who it's owned by and stuff. It is owned by King Henry Dedank 42069. It is a fantastic theme for the 42069, given our timeline and stuff. Please let me know if King Henry is in here. I am going to look through his stuff to see what his history looks like.
Who got it? King Henry.
You got a
Not in
Michael
the
Porter
chat.
Jr. recently.
Wait, someone says seems like someone in the chat got it.
All right,
Do we have that confirmation?
I'm going to put the Jared Allen out there, though, because we're going to get this going. Give people another chance. Hope for the best.
Really, you there? Got it? King Henry? Yeah,
All right, are you
let's do the
able
next
to see
one.
this? We're doing the Jared Allen.
Jared Allen, let's do it.
With a pretty cool serial at 24/2/24.
Jared Allen. Wait, someone said it took a minute for them to purchase it, so that would imply that it's not a bot.
Or just the processing
The
stage.
processing takes a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they just said they.
All right, TJ, you ready?
Oh yeah, he just did. Okay. He or she
Got
DM'd us on Twitter, so good.
Love it.
We beat the bots. Let's go, everyone.
1-0 OTM. Let's go, OTM.
All right. Yes, I'm confirming. I see the DM in our Twitter account. There we go.
It is. Yeah, some people watch this and don't have actual access to the chat. They're on their phone or whatever. Yeah. So it's very possible.
No, we're good. It's legit.
Okay.
Congrats, King Henry.
Ready, Jared Allen. 3, 2, 1. We'll hit the confirm.
All righty. F5 away, people. This is fun now. I'm actually super happy that someone in the chat legit got it.
Okay. Especially before we go with this $70 Siakam.
That makes it. This is
all right. So we got it pending. I'll pull that up in a new tab so we can keep tabs on it. And I will get ready for the final Siakam. What's chat going on right now? Do we have any action? It's probably very quiet as people are just F5, F5, F5.
Yeah, everyone's. Oh, they said it's gone already. All right. Hopefully it's gone to one of you.
Love it. All right. So we're not going to wait again. We're going to go with the. I'll give maybe
let's go. We're going to get right into the. Let's go right into the Siakam. Yeah. Make sure we give a minute so that anyone has like a cooldown little period.
Again, like for numerologies for serials that really don't mean anything, but like kind of seem kind of cool. 1 2 3 2 4 and 2 4 2 2 2 4. Not too bad.
Justin can make any serial seem like it's pure gold.
1 2 3 24. That's cool. Okay. I think
it's been about a minute. The serial king. You and Ja Rule. Did you see the Ja Rule's guess on the Fruit Loops?
Yeah, that was how many 160,000?
Dude, I was dying. That was so funny.
160.
So good.
I don't know. I tried to think like what I would have said, and like I don't know, probably like 700.
Yeah, but you guys are on different planets, man. He's just
he was the moon. I'm still on Earth right now. Okay, here we go.
He prepared for launch long before tonight. All right, I'm going to stop with the Ja Rule jokes.
Low ask is $60. I mean, to be fair, you were on fire fast. All right, $60. Confirm. We're going to have to go to the Dapper page to give it one more. I am loving that we got a solid moment out of that pre-order right here. This is going to be fantastic. Hoping. Do we know anything on the Jared Allen yet?
We know that it's gone, and we know everyone that didn't have it, and everyone that didn't get it assumes that a bot got it. They don't assume that someone else human got it.
Kerwaffle got it.
Kerwaffle. Okay.
It's very new. Joined the site in March.
All right, Kerwaffle.
Has 7 moments. Looks kind of legit. I could see it being legit.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Yeah.
Kerwaffle, if you're in the chat,
let us know.
Say hello to the people. Hit us up in the DM.
Okay.
We'll hit you back with a follow.
Siakam, /35K for the Mike Conley challenge. Selling for $1. 3, 2, 1.
Siakam, F5 away. This is a steal. This is the $1 Siakam is going to be a steal.
Oh yeah. This is when the real bots come out. You know, the bots have been sitting there like, nah, I don't wake up for a $7 steal. That's $60 though. All right, we are done. I love it. I'm gonna stop sharing for now. We'll go back to our faces. Kerwaffle's my wife. Okay, I'm just catching up on chat.
Yeah, but he said it like 5 times. I don't know. I don't know.
His wife's in the other room. He has to yell to her. I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
I think
it's also
it's my wife though, right? Like,
did you guys just find out something about you that you have the same wife? That's trouble. You guys can settle that one offline outside of the YouTube chat.
I mean, if their wives are bots, then I'm pretty sure bots can be cloned. So it works out.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So the Siakam's out there now.
The Siakam is out there. The Siakam likely has already been sold. I do not have an account on it yet, but I will update soon.
All right, and it's gone.
I mean, yeah, it's obviously instantly. You're all going.
Yeah, you're all F5ing it. It's never not going to be instant.
There's 200 and some of you. I mean, this must be okay. We got another person. Too fresh, too clean. Solid account name. Portland Blazers fan. Joined in February. Ooh, has 4 of the Seeing Stars for sale. That looks like a legit.
Emory Williams got it. Yeah, let's go.
Nice.
All right, well done.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Okay, well, that was fun. That may become a repeat segment going forward, especially if we are not able to gift going forward.
Yeah.
Then we may have to do that and then just find a way to shill so you guys can still retweet and give us some love. But you basically just got to be here in the show to see those.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. That was a fun one. Man, we still have 2 more things to give away, don't we?
We do. I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. I'm going
this is a big one.
This is the base, the pre-order, correct?
Whole pack going to one person.
Okay. So is it more fun to open? Is it more fun to open the pack first or pick the person first? What do you think?
Let's see.
I feel like open the pack first because then everyone thinks it's theirs. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was thinking. Let's just make everyone more mad so that they think they're about to get this awesome thing and then realize that they have to beat like 260 some other people in order to do it. All right. I like that strategy. That sounds fun.
There's only 230 here though. So not everyone that retweeted and stuff is here. So you do have to be here.
Yeah, you have to be here
to win both this and the grand prize.
Yep. All right.
And we'll do grand prize after this.
Yep. Grand prize is after this. Grand prize is a cool one. That's a fun one. Okay.
Hey Jacob, it's okay. It's a write-off for Own the Moment, and since we're already in the negative at Own the Moment, we're just more in losses.
Oh, all right, guys.
Can't pay taxes if you don't make money.
No, making zero monies. All righty. So, I didn't really explain this. So we are going to open this pre-order base set series 2 release 21 pack. We are then going to spin the wheel of names of all the people that retweeted the tweet and tagged all the people and did all the things. And then when possible, we will gift these moments to said winner. So in order to win, you're going to have to be in the chat and you're going to have to DM us on Twitter to confirm that you're in the chat. Justin, where should we begin?
Let's start in the middle. Start strong.
All right. In the middle, we shall.
Did you not click the button? We don't hear any sound.
No, really?
Yeah, 100%. Coop.
100% did it the right way.
Coop. What are we going to do with this guy? It's like his first.
I did it, though. Huh. I mean, obviously I didn't, right? Like, I can try to pretend like I did. I probably didn't check the stupid thing. Now do you hear it?
Now I can hear it.
My goodness. I had to watch myself mess it up in that video earlier, and now I got to do it again. Now, this is probably going to end up in a future video. Right now, me talking right now about my inability to put on the sound to open a pack 2.5 months into this is going to end up in a video in the future.
TJ did not put his seatbelt on when we launched.
Neil is in the chat. Neil, what's up? The people love you. All right.
Yeah. Neil, scroll up to the chat. You'll have some fun.
All right, now that we have sound and we have an Evan Fournier, we're going to go with door number 1.
Ooh, that's a low serial.
Damian Lillard. All right.
That's nice.
Little step back 3 at the buzzer. Oh, yeah. That's a sick one.
That's nice. And pretty decent, pretty decent serial for a 35K.
You guys are gonna love that. Whoever wins,
and that's the game winner. Yeah, that's big.
like it. All right.
Let's finish strong.
Boom.
14-811.
Matthias Thybulle steal my very own 76ers.
There you go.
Little pick 6 action right there. Steal dunk combo.
How often do they show highlights in games they lose? I do feel like usually I see it in games that the person wins, but has it ever been?
Interesting. I've never noticed that one way or the other, actually. I didn't notice that would be a thing.
But like there, obviously they lost. And I don't know. Yeah, that was the first time that I actually noticed. Okay.
Alrighty. So
let's spin that wheel.
We've got the Fournier, the Lillard, and the Thybulle. That is going to go to the winner of the wheel spin. In order to be eligible, you're going to have your name selected, and then you're going to have to identify yourself in the chat and send us a DM at OwnTheMomentNFT on Twitter, and we will then resolve these gifting whenever that's possible, because we cannot gift at the exact moment, but it'll happen soon. All right.
We'll stay in touch.
Let's spin that wheel.
We don't see the wheel, FYI.
Oh, shit. This wheel is not going to count then.
TJ is on fire.
Oh, because, oh my goodness, it's my screen sharing prowess right now. It's because,
Don't ever tell anyone who.
Oh, I didn't even look.
I'm sure that person's not here anyways.
I didn't even look. Man, oh man. This is what happens. An hour 20 into a stream, the wheels start to fall off. Sorry, people.
There's no gravity now that we're at the moon.
I got too excited. I'm excited to give away that Damian Lillard step back. I think it's a sweet moment. Okay. We're going to try that again for the first time.
I like it. Yeah, don't click on the results page in the top right.
Nope. Not clicking on the results page.
Spin that.
We are just tilting the chat tonight, Justin. This is just like an unintentional troll fest. But
hey, we beat the bots 3-0.
We're OTM community 3, bots 0. Bring it on. Okay, spinning the wheel. And the winner is, we're not going to be able to tell until it pops up because it's so tiny.
So small. But there were 251.
Derek. 0821.
Okay. So
Shout out to Derek.
If you are there, send us a DM on Twitter to our On The Moment NFT account. We will then confirm that it is the real Derek 0821 and not Derek letter O 821.
Oh, yeah. Let's not do the thing where you guys try to act like we're not going to know. Like that happened the one time. Like producer Coop, you guys saw. Nothing gets by the guy. He's gonna catch you. Derek, congrats to Derek.
So we will give a couple minutes there. If Derek does not show up, I've not seen him in chat yet. If he does not respond via Twitter, then we will pull up another one.
Yep.
In the meantime, you want to go over the crossword puzzle? And we can start talking about grand prize.
Yes, let's do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hit the stop sharing screen button. Then I'm going to pull up the screen. And then...
it's good hosting when he has to talk through how he's screen sharing because he screwed up already twice.
Touting how well I'm screen sharing. All right, so...
Derek is my wife. Derek is my husband. I love it. Derek is my cat.
Oh, that's so good.
Derek at least is closer with the name. Wrong spelling, though, Derek. At least get the spelling right. And then we'll go with the numbers later.
Different Derek, but I'll take the moment. Someone said. All right, so we put out a tweet. I'll pull up the tweet for a second first. So we put out a tweet, right? And we had the standard giveaway which we just went through, which Derek may or may not have won, depending on his presence. But we also had a little bit of a scavenger hunt involved for those that were up for the challenge, and we had a little crossword that people had the opportunity to try and solve for. And so here we go. Cross, down, when completed, go here. So we're gonna go through a little bit of how you could have solved this. So
TJ, did you solve it?
I solved it, kind of. Number 2 wasn't fair. I agree. People in Mission Control said it wasn't fair, and I agree. It is. We'll get there. But
I'm sorry that the clue just gave too much information. Let's start off with number 1.
Number 1. One side of a sheet of paper rhymes with an earthy herb. Page.
Sage. Worked out well.
I like that one. All right. Number 2 is slash plus kept out of sight, concealed.
So TJ, what do you think is kept out of sight, concealed maybe?
I don't know, maybe hidden?
Yeah, that was actually in the tweet too, because I had to give a little clue because you gave me too much crap.
But hidden only has 6 letters. And
But what was the clue?
letters in this thing?
But you said slash plus hidden.
So apparently it's legal to have symbols in a crossword puzzle. It's not a cross symbol puzzle, Justin. It's a crossword puzzle. Cross the letter. I think there's a good joke there. Anyways, slash hidden was number 2.
There we go.
Now we have 3 down. This is the web representation of a commercial website. I thought this was a fun one, actually.
Yeah, I got a couple DMs about this one with some crazy ideas that I just had no idea where people were going. But .com.
.com. Boom.
And
Number 4.
I think 4 and 5 are kind of the
Yeah,
easiest.
4 and 5
Kind
with
of
a
hot topic right
softball. So 4 and 5, a digital item hosted on blockchain. I'm pretty sure if you're listening to this podcast, you would have known that that's NFT. And number 5, of course, content, tools, analytics, insights, community. You're watching the show right now. It is OTM.
The
So
OTM.
here we go.
Now, this one I actually had no idea whether or not it'd be challenging because just I thought of it, so I put it out there, and like it made sense to me, but like intuitively, I wasn't sure if people would actually get there and what those numbers meant. But I'm proud of, I think that one, it pretty much people got it once they put it all together.
Yeah. And so the idea is that when you completed, you would end up at 555 OTM NFT.com/hidden page. And if you were to go to that, you would have found this, and you would have had early access to the website. Welcome. Congrats on finding the OTM hidden page. Go ahead, check out the OTM site, look around, yada, yada, yada. And here we are with the grand prize that we are about to go off of here. And the grand prize winner, Justin, how many people did we have that completed and were eligible? Because you had to complete by 6 p.m. Eastern time was the other.
Yeah, a couple people finished afterwards, and I allowed it.
You allowed it? Okay, I think that's
92. Fair. 92 before the show started.
92. Okay, so we had 92 people that cracked the code, and the winner will be able to choose one of 3 options. They'll either get an unopened pre-order Series 2 pack, similar to what we just did. They could have a one-on-one coaching session with the OTM team member of your choice, where you can do a little bit of a personal account review, basically like an hour where you can talk through whatever you want about Top Shot strategy and your personal strategy. And then the final one is if you'd like to, just directly gut Justin or I, you could take a moment from our account up to $100. And there it is. Justin, I think I'm going to turn it back over to you to run the wheel on this one.
I love it. Yeah. Let's do that last.
Whatever you're doing.
Let's do this first because Derek has not shown up. So we're going to do a backup. If Derek shows up before the show ends, Derek will still get it. If not, then we'll do this person. But I want to give this person enough time as well to DM. So you spin first, and then I'll do the grand prize as well.
If you win this giveaway, you can have an hour one-on-one coaching session with the OTM team member of your choice. That sounded way too creepy. Anyway,
it reminds me, I had to do engagement pictures, and to make us be natural and laugh, I had to whisper cereal names in a sexy voice to my fiance. and you had
You weren't naturally laughing during your engagement photos, Justin. How dare you?
Oh my God, how can you not laugh in the
dare you?
But like you can only say like Frosted Flakes so sexily. Okay.
All righty.
Spin it again, and then we'll hopefully get a winner out of this. They'll DM and then out to the grand prize. We will not. The grand prize winner can contact us offline. We will actually do a backup grand prize winner as well, just to make sure that they were here. And then
we'll get out of here.
We'll make sure. Yeah.
All righty. Spinning the wheel again. This is for the pre-order pack that was opened.
And TJ, let's do two. Let's do the winner, the new winner, and then another backup just in case. Unless like we see the person in chat. I'm Stingray. Congratulations.
Stingray. Congratulations.
Okay, let's do one more just as a backup in case I'm Stingray does not respond. One final spin. I wish we need to talk to Wheel of Names. We need some music for Wheel of Names, or maybe I just talk to Coop. Coop, we need to get some music for this Wheel of Names. Who do we got as the backup here? Sergeant Stogie 89. That sounds like a familiar name. I think that's a Mission Control Center person.
All righty. Well, hopefully
we'll get those. I'm Stingray. Sergeant Stogie
reaches out to us.
Send us a DM. Hopefully we have one of those winners here. Or I'm sure all of you are hoping that person is not here, but send it over to me. I will now share my screen, and we will do for the grand prize. So I had to laugh. I bet he's not even actually a Stingray. Sharp Thurnis Haley.
Dude, the jokes are getting pretty. Stingray is my roommate's cousin. Like, this is getting good. You guys are funny in the chat tonight.
Did you see that though? So Siakam actually dropped because of us.
We're tanking the market. Oh no.
All those Siakam. I mean, to be fair, all those Mike Conley challenge moments should be significantly cheaper than they are, and people are going to see some massive depreciation of those once the challenge ends. Okay, I am going to share my screen. I don't need to do anything besides. Let's go. Okay, Wheel of Names. So we will not be opening this pack. We will give this person a chance to kind of talk to us offline, decide between those three, take a look at TJ's account and decide which $100 moment he wants to get from TJ, if not something else. But we will do a grand prize winner, and then we'll do a backup in case that person's not here. So 92 entries, a little more than 1% chance.
Good luck, everyone.
Let's spin that wheel. There's actually like a tiny bit of sound for me. I guess I could have turned it down in the Chrome tab. Oh, we almost had Sergeant Stogie again. It is. Oh, this is amazing. Jay Orlikowski, someone that I actually personally brought to Top Shot. Welcome. Congratulations. God, I hope he doesn't choose me for a personal one-on-one. There he is.
There he is. Yeah.
Oh, that is too funny. Josh, congratulations. Josh actually gifted me a Dwight Howard, I believe it was, earlier on. So karma, there you go, Josh. Congratulations on the grand prize.
Congrats, Josh.
Do we have, Coop, anyone
We haven't had anyone claim it. I think we should just spin this wheel until somebody hits that claims it right away. I mean, we can't just wait around.
Yeah.
When people are here, they're here.
Go for. I mean, yeah. I just want to make sure if someone's on mobile, they don't have. They have the opportunity to DM, but they would have done it by now.
They had enough time. All right, I did put on the Chrome tab so you guys can hear the little ringy dingy. Yeah, this is like quick. This is quick.
No. I'm Sergeant Stogie reporting for backup duty.
Oh, he is? Oh.
Here you go. Well, you were close.
You were close.
But yes, just got a DM from Sergeant Stogie 89. And yes, he is a Discord member.
We did. Perfect.
And at 10:05, he said, Sergeant Stogie reported for backup duty. Well done.
Congrats to the winners.
Oh my
And
god!
congrats to the quick fingers out there that were able to scoop up those $1 moments.
You know, TJ, I really feel like we're the winners here to be able to.
He DM'd right away, but it went to the like junk DM, so we didn't notice it right away.
Okay.
Cool. It really was a troll fest tonight. It was not intended. It just kind of happened that way. Sometimes it just kind of happens.
Hey, we beat the bots. We
beat the bots.
We launched a site. We didn't just own the moment. We shared the moment with everyone out there. It has been an honor, a pleasure, a joy.
It was a good time. I think we did it all. You know, we had some good times. We had some serious talk, but thanks to everyone that spent the night with us. Really, you know, to get back to why we were here tonight. Really proud and excited to be launching the OTMNFT.com website. Shout out again to Neil for all the amazing work that he put in behind the scenes. We'll try to get him onto a show or something at some point, or maybe do an AMA in the Discord to have him talk through any of his thoughts on the website. Hopefully everyone enjoys that. And we're excited to keep things moving forward. Definitely plenty more to come. I guess one thing that I did not say yet about the website that I probably should have is that it's not mobily optimized right now. So if you're looking on your phone, it's not the best. It's manageable, but it's not the best. And we're aware of that. And it's something that we're going to work on. But
turn your phone sideways.
Turn your
That's
phone
like
sideways.
a small little Band-Aid solution for now. Is if you turn your phone sideways, it'll look more like a computer. But we're working on that.
We're working on it. So anything else, Justin, before we close it off?
Yeah, I just want to say good morning to Serbia. I believe it's around 4 a.m. there. We love you. Keep listening. And maybe we'll come for a visit and have a little OTM trip to Serbia one day.
I'm in. Love it. All right. Thanks, everyone, again for joining us. And we're going to close off the show for the night. So on behalf of Justin, on behalf of Producer Coop behind the scenes with the absolute fire intro video tonight, I am TJ Lasig, and we will see you guys next time.